Hey guys, Sean Fairchild, aka Combinator, here with you once again, and today I get to help introduce a brand new piece of gear. It's the 4 on the floor classic bass overdrive pedal from Genzler Amplification. It's the first pedal that Genzler has put out, and it's kind of special to me. It's kind of cool because I was involved in the whole beta process of it, and I got quite a bit of input into the final product that you see before you. Lots of usable features for somebody who is a big, tweaker and gear nerd like me, but also very easy to use for somebody who doesn't want to deal with all of that stuff, and a lot of different tones in there. So I've recorded a bunch of examples. They're coming your way. Have a listen, see what you think. All right, that last example was recorded using the 4th gear of this pedal. It produces the most fuzz-like type of effect, and that is perfect for that really super thick, oversaturated, mid-heavy, super compressed kind of sound that I used in the chorus of my version of No Quarter, which you just heard. So it's one of my favorite tones on the pedal. All right, a little bit about this pedal really fast. Starting from over here, we have a high and low input sensitivity switch. So that is to correct or to kind of set the signal level that's coming into the pedal from your instrument. It's good if you have a very low output instrument and you're balancing that with a high one, or vice versa. After that, we've got the drive. That's just the amount of overdrive or distortion you're going to be hearing. Then we've got the clean and drive volumes, actually drive first and then clean. So these are continuously variable between no output at all and full boost. So you can control not only the blend between them, but obviously the total output volume of the pedal itself. After that, we have the drive select. That's basically the type of distortion, the kind of algorithm of the different kinds of distortion this pedal offers. These two controls here are kind of what really differentiate this for me. It's a variable low pass and a high pass filter. What this allows you to do is filter the fundamental frequencies. This is one way of using it. You could filter the fundamental frequencies out of the distortion circuit by setting this high pass filter up. The bottom all the way down here is 30 Hertz. You can set it at 75 or 100 or something like that. Leave all of your fundamentals alone and undistorted. Meanwhile, if you're playing through a cab with tweeters like I am, you can set the low pass so that you're excluding some of the really high harsh frequencies from the distortion circuit. So it'll still pass those frequencies if you have any clean volume happening, but those won't be distorted. So that can help really smooth out a sound or kind of make a nice blended distortion sound that works really well on bass guitar. This next example uses drive gear 3. It's a little bit cleaner sound than the last one you heard. I've played around with the settings to make the articulation stand out a little bit more without getting too messy on the high end or too muddy on the low end. Coming up now, we have an example of drive gear 2, which I've attenuated the highs on even more, which kind of makes the mid-range sound really churny and thick, kind of like a tube saturation. So probably it's a tone that's not unfamiliar to you. Have a listen. I don't know my purpose. All right, this next example uses one of my favorite all-time recordings for distorted bass sound. It's on my song Juggernaut. This is sort of the prog metal breakdown. And what you're gonna hear, this was with Drive 2, I believe. What you're gonna hear is a lot more of kind of a modern mid or even low mid scooped sound with a hefty bottom end, but also more sparkle on top and a little bit of clean blended in. So it's really good for fancy articulation. Last but not least, we have an example of the type of tone that I reach for most often when I'm kicking on a bass overdrive. It is a more subtle blend of clean and dirty, not nearly as much saturation, not much of a change to the EQ that I have going on, but just adds a little bit more harmonic complexity up high, a little bit more saturation down low, so it kind of helps compress things and also make things just sound, I don't know, kind of more interesting. So it's a very versatile pedal. I dig it. I hope you will too. And if you like these songs, make sure to check out my latest release. It's called Ear Goggle Fodder by Combinator, available everywhere and at combinator.bandcamp.com. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.